Good morning, children. Hope you all are doing well. Okay. Now I am entering into the second chapter. So in last class we discussed about this face sheet and the persons over here in the picture and the questions down here. Okay, we have also discussed about oral discourse, that is about scientific inventions, impact of scientific inventions on human life. So now let us enter into the chapter C.V. Raman, the pride of India. Why this C.V. Raman has become a pride of India? Who is he? What did he invent? And how does we know him? Okay, let us enter into the lesson. Before entering into the lesson, children, I want to tell you one thing, that reading lesson is a very important aspect in English. First, you need to read lesson more than twice. Then only you can answer the questions easily. You can improve your skills. Okay. First of now, I am going to read the lesson. While reading the lesson, if I find any difficulty in any word, I'll say you people to underline. In next class, you need to come with their meanings. You need to write meanings of those words about the word, okay? While I'm reading, if I find any difficulty, I'll tell you. When you are watching this video, when I am reading this, you need to read with yourself, with me, along with me, yourselves. And if you find difficulty in any of words, you underline yourself and write meanings. Then only you can understand lesson easily. Okay, children? So now I am going to read the lesson. Reading A. C.V. Raman, the pride of India. On the busy Bazaar street in Calcutta, there was an old building. It was the headquarters of the Indian Association for Cultivation of Science. In December, on a fine evening in 1927, there was much excitement in one of its laboratories. Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman was showing a visitor some of his instruments when a young man, K.S. Krishnan, rushed in and announced, "Professor Compton has won the Nobel Prize." Raman was equally delighted. So, children, underline delighted. "Excellent news," he said, smiling at the visitor, and then he was lost in thought. Children, underline lost in thought. Okay. Write meaning for those words, okay? In next class. "But look here, Krishna," he said, turning to the young man. "If this Compton effect is true of X-rays, it must be true of light too. A few years earlier, A.H. Compton had shown that the nature of X-rays changes when passed through matter. The change was dependent on the kind of matter. This effect was called the Compton effect. Could light also change its nature when passed through a transparent medium?" That was the question that Raman asked himself. For 5 years, he had been doing research in optics, the science of light. No sophisticated equipment was available in his laboratory. Children, underline sophisticated. But Raman was confident that he could find the answer with some modifications in his equipment. 4 months later, on March 16, 1928, Raman announced his discovery of new radiation, describing the behavior of a beam of light passing through a liquid chemical, to an assembly of scientists at Bangalore, now called Bangalore. The world hailed the discovery as the Raman effect. Children, underline the word hailed. Okay? For scientific research in this country, it was a red letter day. Even underline red letter day. His discovery caught the attention of the world. With equipment worth hardly rupees 200 and limited facilities, Raman was able to make a discovery which won him the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1930. Come to the biography of Raman here. Raman was born on November 7th, 1888 at Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu. His father was a physics teacher in a college. He was a brilliant student right from the start. When Raman passed his matriculation, underline matriculation, His parents were keen to send him abroad for higher studies. But on medical grounds, a British surgeon advised them against it, and Raman stayed in the country to do the MA course at Presidential College in Madras, now called Chennai. Okay, science had already made an impression on him, and he began to write research papers for science journals. Children, underline journals here. Okay. When he was only 19, he became a member of the Indian Association for Cultivation of Science. Meanwhile, respecting his parents' wishes, he took up an administrative job in the finance ministry in Calcutta. His interest in science, however, did not flag. So, underline that word, flag. He used to spend his hours after office in the lab of the association, working throughout the night. In his youth, Raman was mainly interested in acoustics, in this is the science of sound. He studied how stringed instruments like the violin and the sitar could produce harmonious music. He was elected to the Royal Society of London in 1924, and the British government made him a Knight of the British Empire in 1929. So, underline your knight. Okay. It was a high honor for any great scientist. His advice to young scientists was to look at the world around them and not to confine themselves to their laboratories. Children, underline the word confine. Okay. The essence of science, he said. Underline essence also, is independent thinking and hard work, not equipment. C.V. Raman was the first Indian scholar who studied wholly in India and received the Nobel Prize. He was the first Asian and the first non-white to win such a great award in science. He passed away in 1970 on November 21st, but his memories are with us. February 28, the day on which he discovered the Raman effect, is celebrated as National Science Day to commemorate his remarkable achievement in science. Children, underline the word commemorate. Okay. So, this is lesson reading. While I am reading the lesson, you should read with me, along with me. Then you should underline what the words I said to underline. Please write meanings for them in the next class. I will tell you the summary of this lesson and we go through the meanings also. Okay, children. So read the lesson twice. Then only you will be perfect in reading, analyzing the mistakes, in editing, in vocabulary, everything. In everything, the lesson reading makes you perfect. Okay, children. Meet you in the next class with the summary of this lesson and write the meanings for the underlined words. Okay. Thank you.